Hey everyone, um, it's Victor again. If you've been wondering how I've been doing, um, I haven't been great. Um, the nightmares have continued to get worse and worse and worse, um, and I haven't been getting good sleep at all. I mean, as you could imagine. Um, but I've come to you today um, to talk about something I have planned, and a real action plan as to what to do in this situation. Um, a lot of you have been asking if I've contacted the police about this. Yes, I have. The problem is that giving them a description of who has been stalking me is a lot easier said than done if you look at their appearance. Um, so they did put a cop car outside of my house to watch over me. Um, that was very nice of them. Um, but other than that, I mean, they can't really do a whole lot here. Um, so here's my plan. My grandmother, Velda, um, bless her soul, um, is currently residing in a psychiatric facility. Um, that's not the way that any of the family wants it, but her faculties have declined to such a degree that she has to be watched over by people 24/7, 7 days a week. Um, she had almost exactly the same recurring nightmares as I've been having. Um, I don't know how this is possible. I don't know what else to say about that than what I just told you all. So, my plan, finally, is to interview my mom about this. I have to do it in secret because if she knew that I was broadcasting personal family secrets onto the internet, um, she would be very upset, understandably so. But I have to do something to figure this out. I have to get some answers. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, on another note, um, I did some drawings for you all, if you'd like to see them. Here, let me just switch the screen around real quick. Here's it. Um, I tried to draw it in as much detail as I possibly could. Um, I found that drawing my fears, my anxieties, is a good medium to get my thoughts out of my head, to separate myself from them. So I drew it. And let's see here. We have one other. Yeah, that was some practice. Here we go. This is the symbol that I've talked about before. This is what it looked like when it was breaking into pieces, shattering in that one nightmare that I talked about. Yeah. But let's go do this. I can't tell her about what I saw, though. I can't tell her about this. She can't know yet. I just need to get some answers before I reveal this whole situation to her.
Hey, do you want me to make you some coffee or something?
No, I'm okay. It's a little late for coffee anyway, but thank you, Mom.
Do you want something to eat? I can heat up leftovers from the fridge.
I'm okay, but really, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, if you get hungry, just let me know.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you, Mom.
So, what did you want to talk to me about? You told me you wanted to have a serious conversation.
Yeah, the the nightmares I've been talking to you about. They've been getting a lot worse. And I wanted to make you aware of this because things haven't been going so
I'm
well with me.
so sorry that's been happening again. I thought you said they were getting better. What are you dreaming about?
Yeah, they were getting better for a period of time, but as of pretty recently, they've gotten a lot worse. So I keep having this nightmare about our house. I'm in a dark forest, very cliche, spooky, scary, and I I see her house in the distance, lit up in the darkness. I can see the windows, and I as I try to get closer to the house, and it just moves further into the distance. And I look into the tree line, and I see these eyes following me as I'm trying to get closer to our home. And it just keeps extending further and further into the distance, and I'm never able to get to it. That's kind of how those dreams work out.
Wow, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry you've been dealing with that.
It's okay. Thank you, Mom. But I wanted to ask you some questions about Grandma, um, Grandma Velda. Um, I've heard from Uncle Eli that she's had some similar nightmares to me in the past when when she was still there.
She has some very serious psychological issues. You know, there's a lot more going on than just her nightmares, right? The psychiatrists know for certain she has some strong degree of schizoaffective disorder.
Yeah, I do. I do. I remember. I was just wondering if there's any if you could tell me some more about what she was dreaming about. I just think maybe there could be some sort of connection there.
She's been dealing a lot with these past few years. When I
Mm.
last saw her, she's not really talking much. She's been saying some things that are coherent, but oftentimes she's not. It's been really hard to watch. She used to be so engaging. You say you think what she dealt with could be similar to what you're going through now, but really it's much worse for her. The problem is, she told me about seeing things in the waking world.
Yeah, I do think there could be some sort of connection there, between what we both dreamt. Something, maybe something familial. I don't know how that would be possible, but th- things in the waking world. What?
She said she saw all kinds of disturbing things. She went through several phases of obsessing over her hallucinations. I always tried to discourage her from indulging in them to get her outside of her own head. You know, your Uncle Eli would know more about it. He was a lot closer to her when she first started going through all that. He tried talking through it with her. I didn't really have the will to do that with her. You know, having to listen to her describe her hallucinations was really hard on me. She was talking about something that was human, but not really human, following her around. I could never see it, of course, but she really believed it was there. It was really starting to disturb me, just hearing about it. I just couldn't do it anymore.
I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it anymore either. Um, uh, I just wish that we could have Grandma back. You know. I wish we could have the Velda Bade that we knew, the strong-willed, amazing person that she was. Um, I just can't help but think there could be some connection between what she was experiencing and what I'm experiencing. What if the same thing happens to me?
I really think that you should talk to Uncle Eli. Unfortunately, I know what happened to our mother affected him deeply. Before her mental issues began developing, he struggled to make connections with other people, but it became worse after he witnessed Velda's condition deteriorate. I think he's developed some problems himself, but I think he'd have more insight into it.
I'll talk to him. I'll definitely have a conversation with him. I mean, I haven't seen him since he last wished me a happy birthday, so it's about time that I talk with my uncle. You know, I miss him. I haven't seen him in a long time, and I need to prove that to him. So I'll have a conversation with him about this. So thanks, Mom. Maybe he'll know some more about what's going on.
I know he'd love to see you, and it may be good for him to talk about this.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Mom. Thanks.